two major changes that I see happening with Caleb Williams and this Bears offense that I think Ben Johnson is going to harp on that I want to share with you guys. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, guys, please do hit that subscribe button down below. Please hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, let's hop into this. So I got two main things that I think is essentially what Ben Johnson is going to harp on and what I think is going to be the main difference this season than it was in his last season, obviously this past season, his rookie year. The first thing, I've mentioned this before, but it is worth repeating, which is I think the installation of the play action pass is going to be huge. I think we are going to see a lot more play action passes from Caleb Williams and this offense. So the Bears ran play action on just 11.4% of their plays in 2024, which was the third lowest rate in the NFL. But the Lions last season utilized play action at the highest rate in the entire NFL in 2024. Think about it. We go from the third lowest rate to the highest rate. That is a huge change, humongous change in as far as the offensive game plan for you, right? So that is going to be huge. Play action is going to be great for Caleb because it's going to simplify things, break down the field into half field reads for him, and it'll just make things a lot quicker for him. Now, look, again, Caleb Williams is the #1 overall pick. Like, he's a guy that has a lot of talent, but you still want to make things simple for him. Going into a second season, he's not a veteran, right? He's a guy, he's still learning. So you want to make sure that you set him up for success. So that's the first thing, which is going to be the installation and the increase of play action passes. The second thing, which I think a lot of people, might not be overly excited about, but I think they should be, which is I think there's going to be a lot more checkdowns. All right, a lot more checkdowns. And the reason why is because I think Ben Johnson knows he needs to get that sack number down for Caleb Williams. And obviously the offensive line is improved, right? We have a much better offensive line, but even still, Caleb could have those bad habits of waiting to throw the football. And he had an average time to throw of 3.13 seconds last season, which was the fourth longest in the NFL. Our Jared Goff, you know what his time was last season? 2.88 seconds, which was the 16th fastest in the NFL. So I think what Ben Johnson is going to instill in Caleb is that, look, Caleb, you're not taking the sack. I don't care. No matter what, you are not taking a sack. You are going to go ahead and take the check down. All right? If the play isn't there, or if you miss it, flat out, just miss it, you're taking the check down. All right? And I think that safety valve is going to be there for Caleb Williams. And I'm telling you guys, like, checkdowns are not a bad thing. Honestly speaking, it is a lot of times I feel much better to check down than to even throw the football away or obviously take a sack. Like, checkdowns could lead to big plays, right? If you just have one missed tackle, right? Now that's a big gain. But yeah, I think with the array of weapons we have, I've spoken to this earlier, which is like, hey, Colson Loveland, he's a guy that could be a great security blanket. You can move all over the field. Obviously, you still got Cole Kmet, Luther Burden you added who could play in the slot. I think we will see a lot more checkdowns this season, and we should be loving that because I'm telling you, checkdowns are not a bad thing. I know it's a funny joke, right, that the GOAT quarterback of all time, Tom Brady, all he used to do was checkdowns, right? It's not true, obviously. Brady's the GOAT for a reason, but like Brady wasn't afraid to take the checkdown. He didn't want to have to go for a 60-yard, 50, 40-yard pass every single time. He's like, hey, look, if I got Edelman there, if I got Gronk there, Wes Welker, what have you, the check down, I'm taking it. And those guys, I'll let them create. The important thing is not to take sacks, no negative plays. And sometimes, again, throwing the football away could also be fine, but it's like mainly taking the check down. So I think those two things, just those two things alone, think about that. Play action passes and checkdowns. How many of those did we see last season? Barely any. All right? So just having those two things is going to make this offense look so much more different and obviously better. All right? And look, I know Caleb needs to improve on his deep ball. His deep ball was not great last season. All right? It just wasn't. Even the biggest Caleb fan will tell you that. And I definitely think he's going to improve on the deep ball. And I'm not saying we shouldn't use the deep ball. Ben Johnson's going to use the deep ball. On play action, he will. But the point is, when you are trying to get Caleb, especially early in the season, get confidence and get this offense on the right track, you want to get the easy stuff mastered down, and you want to have that kind of squared away before we talk about, opening up the entire playbook and just getting the offense to click on all cylinders. So just those two things to me, it's so crazy. I just think about it, I'm like, wait a second, last season, not a lot of play action passes, not a lot of checkdowns. And Caleb still threw for 3,500 passing yards, 20 touchdowns, and 6 picks. Imagine what he does with these two things. Yeah, the numbers are going to skyrocket. I have no doubt about it. And so I wanted to share that with you guys. Let me know what you think about that. Do you agree with me or disagree with these two things? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.